It's a hectic life, man. To find stuff to scrap, find stuff to throw away, find stuff to wait. Cause I don't throw away nothing unless I get $1 for it, like scrap iron. Look at me, I look worn the hell out. I look tired. I look hot. I look sweaty because I am. I'm all that. I'm all that. I've been buzzing around for too many months. Buzzing around for too many months. For what reward? I don't know. We got something though. We learned shit. We learned. That's what we did learn. We learned. And it is like about 90 degrees right now. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. 90 degrees. We're going to cut off our hair, but we didn't get around to it again. We will get around to it though. Kind of look crazy though, and I kind of like a crazy look. I don't know. Not that anyone talks to you wants to deal with you anyway, so just look crazy, I guess. Would be nice to go out and go roam around and do something nice and get some, nice to look around and nice little mental stimulation, but that ain't happening. This thing is like falling apart over here. I don't know what's going on here. I guess I'm gonna have like a skin peel or something. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I should have been putting something on that, but I just didn't have the time. The other one's kind of healing okay, so I guess that one was a little heavier when it's boiling off. I don't even know what I can put on there, man. I don't think the sun and the sweating helped any, but it is what it is. Stores have clearance stuff up the ass, but I don't have money even to spend, and I don't need anything. Really need it. So I don't care. That's called progress right there. When in the past you probably would have bought this shit anyway, but now you just don't care. So that's progress. You know. Sure, you will need it down the line probably, but I just don't care right now. So that is progress. Interesting conversation with the lady with the Mercedes that came by that lives in the hood. Um, Wants to start a pool cleaning business. Something, make some money. Old lady too. She's probably like in her 50s. Still getting it though. You got to do it. And they were telling about all about the work and employees here and how messed up it is. They're from like Colorado or something, Canada originally, in Colorado. He used to tell you about he told you about the vehicles and the truck drivers and shit out in Colorado up the mountains, and they were foreigners and they didn't know how to chain up and they were spinning up and down the mountains. Sounds like it was a mess. This country is a mess though. We got a lot of dumb people around here. Don't be dumb. I'm just dumb when I'm freaking tired. I'm dead beat today. It's because the heat. You can only take so much heat and so much sweating and so much whatever, and you gotta carry fucking like 3 bottles of water with you as your accessory. I'm so tired of it, man, because you will die without it. You will literally die without it in these temperatures. Then you get rained on. But yeah, I got probably over about $2,500 worth of inventory right now that I can huck. I don't know when it's gonna sell, but I have watchers. I have people that bam, 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 bam. A lot of stuff that's $100 or higher. So that's pretty cool. I got a lot of other little stuff that can go. I'm picking my spot. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist. So hopefully that will go, and that will be cool savings. We can afford our Home Depot trailer. Well, it's funny. Even that pool stick that I sold that lady, when I first listed that thing, it looked like freaking brand new. The labels all freaking tore off. Things do not stay in good shape around here. The more time you have it, the more damage it gets. So it's pointless to really hold on or hoard on to stuff. Just like some chrome sticks I had outside that are all rusty now. I'm sitting outside, so I'm just gonna wind up scrapping them because I didn't have space to keep a good spot on them, and I never used them. I had them probably for about 2 years. So throw them in the scrap bin. Don't give a shit. So, uh, Whitey is squatting bad, bad. I want to see it on the scale like 5,500 pounds. I think the truck's good for 64 total. I think like the total maximum weight that truck can be like loaded, I think is like 6,400 pounds. So if I'm at 5,500, I'm still 1,000 pounds off. It's gonna be interesting. I have got it up to 5,300 or so with me in it, scrap metal. So I was over, I had like a lot of weight in there, and the truck empties like 42. So I probably had like almost 900 pounds of scrap metal in there, easy, like total. Yeah. Mm, a mix of everything. 300 pounds of steel and then the other shit. I don't know. No, then 200 pounds. Okay, maybe a little less. 900. Yeah, maybe like 700. I don't know. That place rips you off anyway. I think their scales are not accurate. But it is what it is. You gotta deal with it. It is just so hot outside. The mosquito spraying trucks outside. The minute I want to do something, I can't take the Truman Show life anymore. I love to talk to strangers because I don't get in to talk to anyone. So it's awesome to actually talk to people and get insight about businesses and shit like that. And they come over and they actually give you a couple bucks for your items, and one of your items is gone. It's a beautiful thing. I wish it was like that all the time. I'm so beat and cooked though that I may not even stay in here for a while. I look bad. They're sweaty, worn out. All my clothes are sweaty. I'm sweaty. I got a sweaty head. I'm thirsty. I'm just overall miserable. Lifting more stuff today for the scrap metal exercise. This place is crazy. I applied to, I don't know, about probably 6 places today because I was slacking yesterday, so I made up for it today, which is great. Looking forward to that kind of rejection. We need 90 days experience. Something. I even always add one extra random shit in there too, like some parts place down the road. We'll find something. We gotta get out of here, man. The crash is coming. We need money to buy the land and to put the little shitty house on it. The lady lives in the hood though, and I think those houses in the hood, they're almost like 100 years old over there, and they're cheap. They are. I can actually get one of those houses. I think they're like 150, 170,000. You get like a 1,200 square foot house in the hood, like going to the scrap iron yard, and you literally live in the ghetto, and people just don't give a shit. You can have so much stuff on your lawn. You can have trailers and freaking vans and trucks. Nobody cares. It's the hood, bro. Let's go over there. I don't think some of the houses even have air conditioning. They got like window AC and shit. They're that old. So it's weird. But it's one way to do it. Better than these shitty condos. Money goes further. Live in the hood. No one cares. That's what the lady was talking about too, about how many people rent, how many people they talk to, and they have rental properties. It's the only way people are getting by. They have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rental properties. So that's how you get by. Invest your money wisely. Don't buy shit, and then make your money work for you. All this stuff I like just heard about and watched about for years. It's all making sense now when you see how people do it. And you see how people do it, and they exploit the system and all these tools that they can use to save money. This lady told me if you ever have a rental property, because she had one, she had a duplex. Always get a duplex and say you live in half of it, even if you don't, and then you save money when you sell it in taxes, because it's not an asset. Then it's your own personal house. It's all little loopholes and shit. Who would have ever known? Who would have ever known? You gotta talk to people. So anyway, see, they weren't a boomer. I guess they were probably too young to be a boomer, and they actually had good insight on things. Pretty cool, interesting to meet nice people. I had a couple of good people come by here in the last couple of weeks. I'm just glad when I do. Sometimes I think I'm just doing everything for nothing. Anyway, don't burn yourself. That sucks. Not a fan of that. Should have got some stuff. Someone I'm related to ate like, I don't know, probably $70, $80 worth of food in like one day. See, I can't buy food anymore because it's just costing me too much money. That's how I went broke last year, actually. I went broke last year. I had a big pile of cash, and I kept on spending it on food. And because someone kept eating it all, and I was stupid, and I kept on replenishing it, and then they just ate it, and I replenished it, and I ate it, and I replenished it, ate it. I think I blew about $6,000, most likely of cash that I had. Most of it was from someone's eating habits. That's a little extreme, if you ask me. $20 would probably last me about a whole week or more on food. Not someone that would have to eat about $70 worth of shit in a day, which is just incredible. You can tell right away who's eating by the amount of dishes and shit that is done. And I didn't make all those dishes. I didn't make that mess. So that's real cool and unfortunate. Mm. What about those people though of age? Even that lady was telling me that they don't have any savings at all. That's getting crazy. At least I have something, a little bit, something going on. But I'm kind of getting overwhelmed though with just the overall amount of stuff that I have and stuff that is for sale. But you gotta be patient about it. I just picked that hardware store dumpster, and I have some stuff. I'll look at it tomorrow because the rain will just ruin it anyway. If there's a rain is going to come, I'll look at it tomorrow, and if anything even has any value, I'll go back and maybe get a couple more boxes. But if it's if it's null, I'm just gonna probably scrap it all because they're heavy boxes of hardware. I got stainless steel Tapcons in a brand new box on that shelf over there. That way, from that same place, they're pretty cool. I kept those. Those are cool. But it just amazes me though that a business just spends all that money and then they just throw the hardware right in the trash. What's up? I'm heat exhausted. It's hot out. It's like about 90 degrees outside, humid, and I'm pretty tired. And someone eats all the damn food that I buy and whatever. I already got major scrap metal to go trade in, which will be more sweating. All my clothes are sweaty. I'm tired of the heat. Apparently, we're having a whole heat dome though, in a lot of parts of the United States. Yeah, where are you at? And the real feel here is like 110 to 115 to 119 to sometimes 121, if that counts. Michigan, yeah. All right, you're up I-75 to the very end. I'm on the bottom of I-75. Yeah, I think in New York City it's like same shit, like around like 100 or something, but who cares? New York City's crap anyway. Be shooting each other again. That place stays hot at night, man. Any city with all concrete, there's no break. Here, the mosquito truck was out, and I was unloading the truck of all the hardware that I found. Had to go hide for that. And the freaking mosquito, this is what it does. I gotta wash this car off still because it's gonna destroy it more. You see those little spots? That's some mosquito spraying. Now it's gonna be all over. Oh, the sewer's catching fire. Some probably things always catch on fire. Probably the gas and the heat and all roaches down there. I got roaches in here because it's very common, the palmetto bugs. But they call them, the roaches, but they call them palmetto bugs, and they get very, very aggressive the more hot and humid it gets, and it's very annoying. They're all over the walls and shit. There was in the walls in the bathroom. I squashed one on the wall in my bedroom the other day. I'm just tired of this shit. My bedroom's out on the side of the wall anyway. So if this place has bugs in the garage, they get in on the other side. Yeah, screw New York City. That place is a shithole anyway. Everything's shit. Make it crappy. Crappy and expensive. Yeah, I get ants after rainstorms, the crazy ants, fire ants, stuff like that. Ants are the worst. Ants are kind of a nuisance here because they get inside electronics and stuff and they wind up screwing it up. A lot of times I had ants short out like electrical stuff outside. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Another thing is people used to park new and used cars on these fields. These grassy fields because they didn't want to pave it. And they just basically bought like cow land, the cows used to be, and then And they parked the new and used cars on them. And they used to have ant damage on the new and used cars, and they had to like change a lot of the electronics and wiring because somehow they shorted it out. I don't know. When they're parking on fields. This place is uninhabitable, crazy. There's a curse in the South in Florida, I'll tell you that. People don't see it, but it definitely is one. This land is cursed. Odd things will happen here. Yeah, AC, the ants go into the contactors and they mess it up, apparently. You know, your contactor is pretty much like a heavy duty relay. Yeah, no, unless you're on the coast. You'll get rust here, though, from all the freaking rain and the moisture, I'll tell you that. Because it just wrecks the paint and then it starts cracking. You'll get roof rot. Or you get rust around your windshield. If anything's compromised, any little seal of rubber, it's gonna get you. We have a lot of rust now on the cars, on the bumpers and stuff, on the inside of the bumpers, because that shit just stays wet every time it get rains and it's acid rain. So like all the bumper mounts and shit are like freaking bright orange when they used to be mint. But then again, it's old shit anyway. It's been outside for like 20 years, so something's gonna have to happen. It's not as bad as it was. If it was indoors, it would be nicer. Ideally, you need a freaking heavy timber carport wherever you are. At least have that. And then have a garage, but have a heavy timber carport. And anything that you like, park it under there so at least it will stay somewhat dry when it rains. Yeah. Yeah, I know that year Corolla, they had bad like rocker and quarter panel rot. And the doors rotted too. I used to fix that area of car. I don't know what 2009 I think or 2008. They redesigned that to the real cheap one. The Matrix used to rot out too, and the Vibe. Yep. No, it'll run fine. Everything in the engine bay rots on those bad too. The little bolts start breaking when you take the freaking valve cover off and shit, and the engine covers, or anything on the radiator support, splash shields, crack. License plate screws bust right off. I seen that. I used to fix those. Good little cars though. They run 90, no problem. Fun when they're manual. And crank windows. I think my Canadian friend has one now, and it was ordered without AC. It's a Canadian car, and it doesn't have AC. It's 5-speed manual, crank windows, manual locks, and no AC. It's weird. No AC. I don't think in America you can buy it with no AC, but in Canada you could. It was strange. Pretty damn strange for something that new, no AC. It's weird. They used to sell pickup trucks like that too, like work trucks, no AC. Like, hey, who'd want that? No resale value. Go for a plow truck. Yeah. You got so many people with Toyotas never touch the engine bay, like owners. So it's always nasty, rusted all around the shock towers and stuff. But if you rinse it off, it'll stay pretty good. You gotta rinse your engine bay off in the salt. I used to do it like after every snowstorm. I rinsed the engine bay real good underneath, and the only spots that I have rust are the stupid couple little spots that I was lazy and didn't rinse good enough. That's the only spots I have rust. Wow. I think they cost that much down here too now. Yeah. Automatics, I think. I think they use Dextron on those. I used to service them, had a little drain plug on the bottom. I think they were Dextron on the Corollas. I don't know if it was ATF Type 4. I forget. One used Dextron, one didn't. I did a lot of those. Yeah. Go and go and go. And you can fold down the seats too in the back. Yeah, there's not too many of them here. The paint all was cheap on them. They faded bad. A lot of them here, they have total roof rot. They literally have roof rot because the paint baked off and then it started rusting and the acid rain burned rust holes to the roof. Seen a lot of them. It's pretty crazy. You need like a whole roof skin to go fix it, so they just junk them. Especially the dark colored ones, like the blue and the black and the dark gray ones. Like the white ones, the paint peels off to the gray. So they had paint problems on a lot of those. Yeah. I hate cars with sunroofs, man. Those things are such a pain in the ass. The drains clog up and everything. Never buy a car with a sunroof. There's like no point to having a sunroof. I hate sunroofs. I'm glad All Blue didn't have a sunroof. That was like an option on that shit. On the crew cab truck to have a sunroof. Glad that shit didn't have that. Fuck sunroof. Hate that. The drains clog up. Then the shit doesn't work. Or it freaking breaks the window. Yeah. Those keys used to lock up in the back too because of the salt. We actually used to tell the customers to use the key like once in a while on the back hatch or the trunk because no one did it and the whole thing, all that salt back there would lock up the lock cylinder. But no one really did it. You gotta keep that thing moving. Oh, that was it. I got that cool rigid toilet bowl spinner over there. I forgot that. That was a cool thing I picked out of the dumpster right there. It's like brand new toilet bowl thing right there. Rigid. Now I have a general. That's the one I bought. And I got my own rigid one. That's pretty neat. Don't know what those things cost. Probably 20 bucks. Yeah, it's like brand new. It's in a thrift store dumpster. The cable's not rotted on it. It's just a little snake that you just put down a toilet when the toilet's clogged. And it gets down there. Hey, everything helps. You don't have to buy it. I got so much plumbing shit out of the trash. It's unbelievable. Drain spinners, snakes, plungers, you name it, man. I didn't pay for any of that shit. I found it in the damn trash. I'm running out of room to find stuff in the trash. I'm kind of purging out a lot of stuff. Wish I could have a garage sale or something here, but you can't. Better off living in the hood, I'm telling you. Better off living in the goddamn hood. I hope somebody hires me so I get my 90 days. My 90 days on the trucking job, and then I can move on to like flatbed or Schneider, make a little more money. And then I can quickly afford a house in the hood. Probably just gonna buy a house in the hood. Probably. I was gonna buy like land and shit and like a farm. But I think I changed my plan to a house in the hood. Literally, I'm gonna live in the freaking hood. Why? Because it's cheap. Why? Because the taxes are low. Why? Nobody wants to live in a hood. I'm gonna be the only white dude living in the hood, and I'm gonna have a bunch of crazy people around me, and I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I don't care. I'll have freaking GMT 800s like jacked up and shit in my front lawn, like Chevy vans. I'll have like a box truck, a tow truck, a whole bunch of shit, and no one's gonna bug me. A trailer. There you go. Make the place look all like overgrown and shit in the front too. But I want a nice backyard. It looks like a little farm. Yeah, I have. I don't know if you were here before, but I have the general drain spinner. I found it in a dumpster. That was a dumpster I was just digging through like an hour ago next door. It's literally right next door outside this place for years. For years, I said, I wonder if that place throws out anything good. For years and years, but I kept on not doing it. And then one day I got off my ass and I started digging through the dumpsters in the neighborhood, and the shit that I have found in the dumpsters, man, and the money in there, like, would have been fine. Would have been fine. But that shit helped me, and we made do with what we found in those dumpsters. So it's all right. This one, the scrap and everything. Yeah, I got the general drain spinner though out of it. It's like a half-inch cable. I don't know what it is, 75 feet. What cars? I got a Impala SS and an old wagon in here, and then I got GMT trucks outside. That's what I want to do too. I was hoping some shit sells, so when I get $420, I can finally tint this car out with ceramic. Because I took the tint off and wait, I took the tint off and wait, 2015. I was 30 years old. Now I'm almost 40. Oh no, maybe I was 29 years old. 29 years old. I took it off. Went out in 2015. That was a long time ago. In 2015, I also fixed the air conditioner on it, so my AC still works. And that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it still works. Who does good AC work? 10 years, AC still fucking works. Didn't leak out. You know when it leaked out originally? The car was 10 years old when the AC leaked out, or started to. So, my job's better than the factory. But yeah, hopefully something sells though, because I got about $2,500 worth of stuff that I can go sell. And I can, if I sell anything, I can go tint out the windows, $420. And I could buy Lego Pac-Man and Lego Bowser, and that'll be good for the year. Hopefully. We'll try. A lady told me to go on Sunbiz and start a pressure washing company. I might do it actually, if I don't get any. Whatever. Don't get any money. Yeah, AC job's $1,000. I got my own AC machine. I bought it. It was $3,000 right there. You see it on the cover. So I have my own recovery machine because I got pissed off dealing with shops and they wanted $800 to do the job, and I had like major busted AC, and this one had leaky O-rings, and this one had leaky valves, and that one had a leaky compressor, and this and that. So I added it all up, and I was like, you know what? It's cheaper just for me to be able to do it myself, and I know it's done right by my own economy. I bought the economy machine, the economy AC machine, so I can recover my shit, reuse it, and recharge it. Works just fine. And if I ever buy a truck, a semi truck, semi trucks still run R134A, so I can service a big truck. Yeah. So when I get a Hino or like a freaking semi truck or something, if I ever do, and the AC's bad, I can fix it. Yeah. Plans for the future. Anyway, it is brutal outside. I think I give up on taking apart those running boards I found in a dumpster next door too at the tool place. I think I'm going to just do that. What's today? Today is Friday. Okay. Today's Friday. I think I was at the tool place Tuesday or something. So they dumped that dumpster sometime between like Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. They dump it every Friday. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when they dump the dumpsters around here because I was at that place a while ago. The dumpster dumping seems to be very random here. I can't really pinpoint a day of the week. It used to be like Monday and some days, and then it was Tuesday, or it's like the guy just comes whenever the fuck he wants. I don't know. Some dumpsters are dumped, some dumpsters aren't dumped, but it's the same company. I really have no idea. I do not know the schedule. It's like the guy just comes around when he wants. So I know they're here early. I hear them in condo land. I'm right in my bedroom. I hear them next door dumping the dumpsters in the industrial park. Sometimes it's like in the middle of the night, like 4 in the morning, like bow, 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 bow. It's like the guy freaking drops the damn thing off the truck. It's so damn loud. But that's that. So we need a haircut. Hopefully some shit sells. Even I'm hoping $200 worth of stuff. Oh man. Yeah, a lot of dumpsters are behind fences here. I don't touch those ones. I only touch the ones out in the open, of course. And I'm not making a mess, and I'm not dumping in dumpsters. A lot of people have been giving me weird looks in the last couple of weeks going to dumpsters, but I don't give a shit. I just talk to them like, "What's up, dude? What's up? It's going to the dumpster." Gotta do something. I told the guy at the scrap iron yard that too. He didn't even care. I was like, yeah, I gotta go dig through dumpsters to get by, man. He laughed at me. And then the other guy that has like an account, pick up scrap, I told him with like one eye. He told me the same thing. I gotta ask that guy again next time I see him. Maybe he can hook me up on an account like around here. Maybe he knows some people. And I can have a scrap pickup account. Yeah, well, I don't know. If it's from the store employee and they threw them out and it was after hours, it's probably safe. If it was just some random person throwing them out, it would be scary. But if like the employee of the store, like end of the shift, and he throws out the donuts, they're probably good donuts. There's a lot of stores do that. I used to purposely almost time it. There was a pizza place right off the highway in New York. Pretty good pizza too, like excellent pizza compared to what you get in most places. So I used to come back late. I don't know when they closed, like 10. Yeah, so it was good donuts then. If it was the store employee. Uh, so they used to tell me when they were near closing, I used to time it just right. Get there like 15, 20 minutes before closing, and I would get my pizza slices, and they always gave me extra pizza slices, and they told me, just take them. What else you want? Just take it. We're just going to throw it out. We're just going to throw it out. Just take it. So I would always get like 4 extra slices. It was cool. For free. Because they knew me, because I went there a lot. Isn't that cool? But I timed it though. It was like I was getting it all the time. I was getting it all the damn time because I timed it just right. But that's one way to get over on the system when you're a repeat customer. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw it out. Might as well do something with it. A lot of things get tossed out. So much waste in this country. It's ridiculous. Anyway, if you got to get by though in this economy, I'm telling you, man, just keep going around finding stuff. There's plenty of discarded material that will keep you going. It's a suck life. It's a rough life. You get hot and sweaty. You get exercise though and movement. It's like a treasure hunt. Some days you just don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyway. Some days you love it. Some days you're not into it, but you do it anyway. But in time though, just pick my eye. That's all is profit. So, yeah, it works. Oh man, what else are we gonna do? I don't know. Hopefully something sells though, like soon. We got watchers. We got a 400 disc CD player. We got some cargo mats. We got a little figure. That's like $300 right there. I'll just take them out of the trash. Tell your manager to take them out of the trash and collect it and scrap it or something. I should go dumpster dive at some parts stores like AutoZone and Advanced Auto. I've never been back there. You got to do it after hours though, so you got to be there like 11 o'clock at night. I'm tempted though. I might be tempted to do it tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe my Saturday night special. I think they close at 9, so if I get there around 10 or something, I should be alright. Check the AutoZone dumpster, check the Advanced Auto dumpster. I just hope there's not loaded with stuff. Yeah, I never work for anything. I applied to AutoZone because they're right down the street and I needed a gig. Even being a delivery driver, I hear nothing back from them. I had an ASE, like repair experience, all this shit, and they still don't care. They don't care. Maybe I was too qualified, I don't know. I hire some strange people now. I walked into AutoZone the other day for my waste oil. I don't even wait online or nothing. I know where the little cart is, so I just walk in. I put my 2 quarts of like, I mean, not my 2 quarts, my 2 little containers. They're like almost like 2 gallons of oil. I think they're allowed 3. On the little cart, and I just walk out of the store. I just go, waste oil, waste oil, waste oil. Like I'm a retarded. Waste oil. I put on a little cart where the batteries are, and I walk out of the store. I don't even talk to anyone. I don't talk to the counterman. I don't do anything. He's not even paying attention to counterman anyway. I could have like stole shit out of the store that would have never even known. But who gives? I'm not stealing shit out of AutoZone anyway. And why would I even care to? AutoZone's a ripoff. I don't shop there. I just give them my waste oil. Next time though, because AutoZone's a pain in the ass, I'm gonna try Walmart for my waste oil. I think you just bring your waste oil right to the back while they change the oil on the cars, and they're open late now. And if no one's back there, I'm just gonna leave the 2 containers right by the door and just run away. I don't care. They'll figure it out. If I lived in the hood, which I want to, if I ever get a trucking job, first thing I'm gonna do is buy a house in the hood, and then keep it and then rent it. So I'm going to want like a waste oil burner, so you can burn the waste oil. That'd be pretty cool in your backyard. And then maybe the flame's hot enough, you can go smelt like aluminum cans or something, and I can make aluminum can ingots. I'd be like a crazy metallurgist, and just yeah, that'd be fun. Hobbies, you gotta have hobbies. Most people at your job are not good people. Yeah, that's a lot of jobs now. Working with people is rough these days. The good people are all gone. Now you just have people for paycheck or getting over on the place. Oh man, I'm so damn tired. I think I'm gonna make an ice cream soda. Ice cream soda so I can get more fat. Should really cut off my crazy hair, but I don't care. Maybe if I keep letting it grow, it'll turn even lighter and lighter and lighter. I don't know. We'll see what color it turns. Tempted to grow a hobo beard too. And then next time I actually get a job application and they want to see you, I'll have like a freaking beard and like the crazy like biker hair. I'd be like, I've been waiting so long for this job. I was clean shaven and my hair was short. And now look at me now. Who knows, man? With the amount of freaky people in this world, the more freaky you look, probably a higher chance to get hired. I don't know, this seems that way. Seems that way from my out and about. Yeah. Oh, okay, 73. That was cool. That didn't have the split bumpers though, but that was still the second gen. Those are cool. I like those Eric Camaro instead of the freaking 67 to 69, which everyone goes after. Those cars are too small. I'm only into mechanics because I had to, because I was kind of poor. I was unsatisfied with the way shops were doing work. I was unsatisfied with the prices. So I said, why not do it myself? Even the place kind of where we were bringing the cars, they were like related to someone who owned the white truck, I think, or some shit. I don't know. They're since closed though. That guy was like a freaking multi-millionaire though. He had a Goodyear franchise mechanic shop. He freaking made bank. He made bank bad. He mean like his whole family was working there. Made money. And I think he was even inside for his younger years, and in his older years, he was just like, just kicking it outside. Maybe he did a little work now and then, but like barely. He was inside most of the time, just doing counter work. But yeah, I think that place closed up now. But even they were kind of like, I remember when I was doing my own work and we brought the car there less and less. They were like kind of proud of it, I guess, that I was, out there doing it. So I was just unsatisfied, so that's why I decided to mess with cars. Oh, LT1? Yeah. I need the gauge cluster. I need a 6-speed out of one of those cars for the Impala. I got an LT1 too. Yeah. Painting's cool. I need to learn painting. I can't do it though in a condo. If you know anyone who can half-ass paint cars, that's pretty good. Because auto body work, not too many people can do it properly. The best is to have someone do it that you know, because they'll mask it off right and everything, and the jams will be nice. And you won't have overspray over your freaking windshield and rubber and all this careless shit. And even if it comes out bad, you can just color sand it and look a little better. Yeah. We're getting old though. We gotta do more. Before we can't do anything. So we're just trying to get rid of the useless shit. But it's hot. It's hot to get rid of the useless shit. But we're trying. Every day we try to get rid of at least 2 things. Yeah. Oh yeah? What, on your YouTube channel? Yogurt Snipe 05. I'll try to find it. If it's on YouTube. I got an LT1 though. I got the same LT1 in this car. I got iron heads though. With the stupid OptiSpark and everything else. I don't even know where my spare OptiSpark and cap and rotor is. I have no idea. I collect them because they're whatever. Oh, it's on a different channel. I got an LT1. Look, wow, same engine, kind of. Same engine. Wow. Wow. I gotta reflash my computer because I got a bad tune. Yep. No Optis. Good luck finding parts. All the OptiSparks suck now. None of them have the Mitsubishi sensor. That was the shit. And the cap and rotor kits are stupid money. It's like $100 now. Alright, yeah, make a comment. And then I'll be out of here in a minute because I have to go make ice cream. And then I want to take a shower and I gotta wash some clothes because all my clothes are sweated through. Because I keep on sweating because it's so freaking hot out. What's tomorrow? Saturday. So Saturday is no bueno. We'll try to go to the scrap iron yard on Monday or Tuesday. I should get rid of this pipe too. I'm scrapping out all this pipe too. I used to keep a lot of pipe around for like cheater pipes and shit like that. I don't really care anymore. All the thin wall shit I'm getting rid of. I just tabbed out for a second, but it's back. I tabbed out. It's back. Is this thing full again? No. My trash round dehumidifier still works. Oh, okay. I'll go look. Hopefully the comment things they stay. Nicholas Barnes. Hopefully LT1's cool though, and you put like a cam in it and shit. They sound cool. They sound better than the LS. Blah, 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 blah. Remember all those bros used to have the formulas and the other shit like that, Z28s, and they all had the LT4 hot cam. That was like the thing, and then they had better cams than that later. But yeah, they're pretty choppy. Chop, chop, chop. I still have to find like a wrecked. Yeah, the 93 has different ratio. 93 T56 is different. The 94 to 97 T56 is a different ratio. But you have to find one of those, and I want one for 6-speed manual, so I can have it for the Impala if I ever want to make it a 6-speed. Oh no, the floor pans are rusted. Yeah, here they're all freaking mint. I think I've seen people cut out panels too on the ones here. They've been stripped pretty good. So there's a market for 4th gen Camaro and Firebird floor pans, because there's a lot here. How far do you gotta cut them up though? To like the rockers? Anyway. I'm gonna go check it out though. I think I'm out of here though, because I'm extremely overheated. 44 minutes, and this phone's gonna die soon. Anyway, peace out, good talk. Maybe we'll go hack out floor pans. There's a lot of good money in car parts, but I just don't have the time, and it's too hot to do it. Well, I will have the time soon, but it's just too hot.